This is Steph Page with SMP TV, and today I was reading in Deuteronomy, and I was reading about the Israelites. And actually I was reading about when the Israelites were about to go into the promised land. They had just come out of the desert. This is before the 40-year thing happened, and God had brought them out of slavery. He'd taken them through the Red Sea, and they're about to go take the land. And they decide that they need to send some spies in, and the spies come back and they discourage the Israelites, and the Israelites are complaining in their tents, saying, doesn't God hate us? He just brought us out of Egypt to deliver us into the hands of these Amorites, these people who are living in this promised land. And I was reading this morning, and I was thinking about it, and I just finished a blog post on it, and I would love for you guys to read what I wrote. And I just thought I'd do a little video too, because this just sits so strongly in my heart as something that we do as Christians in the church today, is that we don't want to be in our old circumstances. The Israelites didn't want to be in Egypt. They were in slavery. They were in captivity. And, God delivered them. He brought them out of that. He did miraculous things to bring them out of that slavery and out of that captivity. And He brought them through, the desert, and He protected them. And here they are. They're at the foot of the promised land. And God is saying, I'm going to give this to you. Look what I did for you. I brought you through the Red Sea. I protected you from before and behind. You wiped out your enemies. Like, this is it, right? Like, I'm going to give you what I said I was going to give you right now. It's happening right now. And what the Israelites did? They were complaining. They're like, you brought us out of Egypt to deliver us to these people. And I'm like, looking at this passage, and I'm like, I'm curious as to what the Israelites were expecting to happen. What were they expecting to happen? Did they just want to sit at the foot of Canaan, like, for the rest of their lives and complain? I think they maybe did. Like, I think they just wanted to hang out there and complain, because I don't think they really wanted to go back to Egypt. I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know. And they weren't about to go into the promised land, and God had said, I'm going to go, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to take it out, like, let's go, let's do it. And they weren't ready to do that, so they just wanted to sit in their present circumstance and complain. And I sometimes think that that's what we do. We look behind us and we say, okay, yeah, I don't want to go there, and yeah, God was good, and yeah, He was faithful, and He brought us through this, and whatever, and I don't want to go back and do that. But ahead of me, this looks kind of iffy, and it looks kind of scary, and I'm not so sure about it, and I might have to do things that I'm not sure about doing, and it's going to take some risks, and it's going to be uncomfortable, and I might fail. We might get killed by the Amorites. It's possible, whatever. And yeah, God said He's with me, but I don't know, Lord, really? Is this really your plan? Because this isn't how I thought it was going to work out. When I asked you to bring me out of Egypt, my circumstance over here, I didn't really think that it was going to be this difficult to follow you. I didn't think that you're going to have me go up against these big obstacles, and I didn't think I'd have to trust you this much, and really, if there's not an easier way, I think I'm just going to hang out here in this place of inaction. Instead of moving forward with you, I think I'll just be inactive, and I'll just chill here, because that seems good for me. And you know what? God's not okay with that. He doesn't let us just chill in a place of inaction. He wasn't okay with the Israelites with that, and He's not okay with us. And you know what He said to the Israelites? He said, you know what? Joshua's going to see the land. Caleb's going to see the land. Your children, who are too innocent to know what you're doing right now, they're going to see the land. But all y'all, you can go back and have what you asked for. Go ahead, go back to Egypt. And He said, you go back in the desert along the route of the Red Sea. Oh my goodness. Is that not what He tells us? Are you going to move forward with me? Or are you going to go hang out in the desert? That is the question that God is posing to us today, to me and to you. Are you saying that I'm just going to sit in this place of inaction? Or are you going to move forward step by step with the Lord into a place of action where He's called you to? Because He's not going to let you just hang out in a place of grumbling and complaining. He'll send you back to try and figure out the desert on your own. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to try and figure out the desert on my own. I want to be God's best. I want to be in the promised land. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later.